new piercing. Kind of upset I'm not on that side, so I can't be like.
So sorry.
I forgot we had to do that. So dumb. It's so dumb. I'm Margot.
And I'm Sierra.
This is Fire
and Blood
and Booze. So we're back in Sierra's house podcasting for the first time in a while.
Several months.
I was looking at our audio recording app, and the last time we did this was in October.
Been a while.
It's been a while. It's now February.
And I don't even remember recording in October.
Me either. Who knows what it was?
Who knows?
We've been doing virtual ones and it's not been going well.
Not at all. Not at all. We'll figure it out though. We'll get there.
Yes. Okay, well, we're drinking age-old Trulies. I'm having a strawberry hibiscus right now. What are you having?
Mango chili.
Mango chili. And then we also have bourbon shots.
This is Traveler. This
Ooh.
is Chris Stapleton's new signature.
Oh my god.
I know.
Cool. Okay. Cheers. I definitely choked on that.
Yeah.
See, I think I like bourbon in cocktails. That was disgusting. That was so nasty. And we were also doing half shots because I'm a pussy.
With bourbon shots. Vodka's fine.
Fair, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna try and do a crack.
Ooh, fun.
I feel like that was pretty good.
Fun. Watch my face during that. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be so bad.
Freeze frame. That's,
you gotta do like a compilation. No, literally, you gotta do like a compilation of all of the faces I've made during the soda cracks or the seltzer cracks.
Yeah, they're all like.
The one where it's horrible. Keep an eye out for that.
Keep an eye on the lights too. On the
True.
lights. I'll keep an eye on yours. You keep an eye on mine.
For sure. What are we doing today, Sierra?
So today we are talking about House of the Dragon season 1, episode 3.
Woo!
Just a brief recap. This is the episode after Viserys decides that he's going to marry Alicent. We are now
3 years?
3 years in the future. It is Aegon's second birthday. She is pregnant with Helena currently. And they are going out for a hunt to, don't know what just fell, to celebrate Aegon's birthday and also to potentially find Rhaenyra a husband, which she does not take very kindly to.
No.
But we also have the War on the Stepstones happening in this episode and Daemon's kind of final stand against them. But love that.
Okay. So we're going to start off with our MVPs, our most valued player of the episode. Who is yours?
You tell me yours first.
I mean, it's kind of gotta be Daemon,
It's
right?
gotta be Daemon.
It's gotta be. Is that yours too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it just has to be Daemon.
He's here for a reason.
He's here for a reason. Hey, Daemon.
We got the little Funko behind us if you're not watching the video.
Yes. Like, it just has to be him because what he did was so, first of all, stubborn. We'll talk about that, but
Yeah.
it's just so ballsy and it worked. And he looks so good doing it. This is like the first moment where I was like, I kind of get his hype. I get, what's his name? Matt Smith. I kind of get Matt Smith's hype.
Fair.
He's also just really good.
Great actor.
Great actor.
He
He looks so badass in this.
This was also such a little sibling moment at the end where Viserys is like, I'm coming to help you, baby brother. And he's like, absolutely not.
Fucking not. He's so petty.
You will not be doing that, sir.
So petty. The fact that he like beat up the freaking messenger. It was like, come on, dude. But then he did the damn thing, so it's all okay.
Did he do the damn thing or did Laenor come save the day?
Here's the thing. What Daemon did was bring him out.
That's true.
Because remember whenever they like came in with the dragons, they would like run.
Yeah. He was drawing them out.
He was drawing them out. I don't think he knew that, but
No, I think he probably beat the shit out of the messenger.
Oh, true.
Hiked his little way down the hill to his little sailboat, sailed right back over to that island, and Corliss was probably like, oh shit, oh we're going,
we gotta do something. We're going.
It's game time, guys, let's go. I don't think Damon planned on backup.
No, not at all. Absolutely not. He just wanted to be petty, and he was like, we were watching the behind the scenes, and they were like, he'd rather die on that battlefield than accept Viserys's help.
And that's some true little sibling energy.
That's some true little sibling energy. Like, especially like the younger child.
Yeah.
So stubborn, so petty, but it was amazing. That whole scene was so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, should we go into favorite scene?
I feel like at this point we have the same one.
I mean, yeah, it's the Battle of Stepstones.
Yeah. And not the opening sequence. The last one. The one at the very end.
What are you talking about?
Because we open on him on Caraxes.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking the last one where he's like waving the white flag.
Yeah, fake surrendering and then fucking shit up. Like,
yeah,
really well.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
It's
giving very much
shot.
The like tracking shot following him down was really good too.
Yeah.
It was very nice to look at.
We were also, when we were just now watching the behind the scenes, they were like, it's kind of a character arc in that way because you're like following him the whole time and like seeing him being willing to die on this battlefield, but then like, oh shit, it's actually kind of working. Let's fuck shit up more. And I don't know, it was so cool. Like, definitely this is probably the most Game of Thrones sequence we've had in this whole show so far.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, they obviously couldn't have like a big battle episode like in Game of Thrones, but they stuck their foot in the door for that.
Yeah, it's only episode 3 of the first season. You can't
do it.
You can't have a big battle yet. We're not there yet.
No.
Next season, nothing but battles.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited. I love the battles. They do battles good.
They are fighting left, right, front, and center. All
good.
Right.
Good. I mean, I can imagine. See, I thought that's what was going to happen at the end of last season.
Fair.
But it didn't.
It did not.
It did not. It was just all about deciding whether to do it or not.
Yeah. It was definitely setting up what is to come.
For sure.
Oh my god. It has to come out when you're home.
Okay.
When you're home from school? I don't know. But I need this show to not come out
I'll come home every weekend.
I mean, it's supposed to come out over the summer. Are you staying down there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, we haven't talked about this, sorry. I'm gonna work at the hospital full time, make some money. But I'm gonna come home every weekend.
Freaking little part.
I know, I'm so sorry.
It comes out on Sundays. We can watch it Sunday nights.
Okay.
Future plans.
Future plans. Sorry, we'll cut that out.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. What's the next?
Favorite line?
Favorite line. What's your favorite line?
Here's the thing. Okay. Eye contact with the camera right now. There are not a lot of great one-liners in this episode, but there are a lot of great conversations that happen. To have honorable mentions, the conversation with Kristen Cole and Rhaenyra after he catches up to her, you're not powerless. That you brought up me, who was just a nobody, into the Kingsguard that's not powerless, was a great conversation. And Alicent kind of taking over as queen to direct Viserys in a certain way to go help Daemon.
Yeah.
It was also a great conversation. There are no good one-liners in there, though.
Yeah.
So mine was when Viserys at the end is talking to Rhaenyra, and he was like, and she's going to leave the throne room, and he's like, Rhaenyra, wait. And she turns around, and he's like, I did waver, but I swear on your mother's life, no one will usurp you for this throne.
Ooh, yeah, that was a good one.
It was about...
Why didn't that come up when I Googled it?
I don't
know. Mine's kind of a joke, but
that's fine. There's not a lot.
It's see Smoke scream as he fucked up with the crab feeder people. Or she, I don't even know.
I think it's a he.
I also think... I don't even know if he screamed.
I think the dragons are have been confirmed to be non-binary, like the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park.
Oh, very cool. I didn't know that.
So they can like self-replicate if need be.
Interesting. I didn't know about that.
That's a fun like post Game of Thrones theory, is that Drogon went off back to Essos and is recreating with himself to create like a clutch of dragons.
Interesting.
It's a fun fan theory.
That is a fun fan theory.
Oh, we're only at 11 minutes.
No, I have things to talk about.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I'm so glad because I've only got one more thing.
Okay, what's your thing?
You go ahead. You start.
Okay, fair. I just want to talk about the white stag.
Mm-hmm.
And like what it means and like kind of what it symbolizes. I'm sure it symbolizes something, but what I got from it is what Viserys lacked, Rhaenyra did, but then showed mercy. So like Viserys wanted to kill that thing.
Yeah.
And what makes him a bad king, and this kind of just demonstrated how bad of a king he was, but how good of a queen Rhaenyra would be, is like, first of all, he wanted to find it and kill it. Second of all, he didn't find it, but Rhaenyra did, and then didn't kill it.
Yeah.
Like, I just think that the whole purpose of that, there might be some more symbolism to that, and you can tell me if you think of anything, but just like the difference between the two.
I think, and I could be wrong because I'm not very into Arthurian legend, but like they mentioned it on the behind the scenes. I think the white hart, the white stag, whatever, is meant to be like a symbol of the true heir, of hope to come, like things like that. So him wanting to kill it was very strange.
Yeah.
Like, why would you want to kill such a important symbol to people? Also, the fact that he didn't find it, one, he was sitting on his ass getting drunk. His people found a random deer, and then they still had to hold it down for him to kill it.
And he took like
2 shots.
2 shots, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't get it on the first one. He had to do it again.
Just kind of highlights his whole demeanor.
And then the stag presenting itself to Rhaenyra and her being like, leave it. Leave it alone.
I also think there was a little bit of respect in there.
Oh, yeah.
So I really liked that scene. Especially like after they killed the boar. Like I feel like she's like, you know, I did this once and that boar was like out to get me. Like I will fight back when I need to, but if it's just mutual respect and like there's no problems between us, like I can show mercy.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of a good foreshadowing for the end of the season. Is because you can see in the last episode, she's, spoilers for the last episode, kind of. Not really.
It's been out for a while, you're fine.
It's been out for a while, it's okay. If you're watching this leading up to season 2, you've seen season 1, so
yeah.
Whatever. And it's only vague.
Yeah.
But you can see in the last episode, she's not wanting to act immediately. She is wanting to think things through and approach the situation rationally.
Yeah. That's why it took so long.
Until wrong is done to her.
Yeah.
And that's when she's going to take action and do something.
That is a really good foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Love that.
Because the boar is kind of Alicent in a way.
Ooh, okay.
It's like her actions by sending the boys out. I mean, I guess it could be Aegon, but by sending Aemon to Storm's End and the events that happened from that is a direct threat to Rhaenyra. But if she hadn't done that, then there would have been no cause in the next season to have any action. They could have sat down in council meetings and blah blah blah. Would have been super boring.
Yeah.
But because they were like that boar that attacked them, they struck first.
Yeah.
And so she will strike back.
She will strike back when she is needed.
Ooh,
when
boy.
people do wrong to her.
Yeah.
She's amazing. I love her. I love Millie. Millie's amazing.
Millie is amazing. Emma's amazing too, though.
I mean, they're all amazing.
They're all amazing.
They're all amazing.
They're so good.
They're so good. Like, we cracked up during the behind the scenes at Viserys, because you know, like Viserys, he's very like old, he's kind of stiff, he walks like really slow, and then we see Viserys in the behind the scenes just like prancing around in his costume, and like it's just so different than his character.
Yeah,
and it's just really funny.
Paddy Considine is just so
Paddy,
funny.
I forgot his name was Paddy.
He's so funny to watch behind the scenes because he's
he's
so
dorky.
Yeah, he's
I love
such a
dorky
funny
people.
little dork, and then his character's just decrepit.
Oh, decrepit and like just not naive, but like what's
But
the
kind
word I'm
of-
looking for? I mean, yeah, naive, but he means well. He just doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, what you got?
The last thing that I have to say is on the adaptation from book to show.
Mhm.
And I think in my notes I gave it like a 2 out of 10.
Oh wow.
But I think now it might be a 0 out of 10. For this particular episode, none of this happens. Like, this whole episode was kind of just fan fiction that they just made up for context.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's fine. The main differences are still obviously with Alicent being a more predominant figure and definitely not liking Rhaenyra. Never has, never will. Definitely trying to.
What do you mean never has?
Rhaenyra in the book is like 9. Alicent's like 18. They're not friends.
Oh, I did not know that, or at least I forgot about it.
Definitely forgot about it.
Okay,
We've talked
cool.
about it.
Okay, sorry.
We've definitely talked about it. But they're not friends. They were never besties. They never got along. They tried to get along for a little bit, and it didn't ever really work out for them. So Alicent and Otto are both very adamantly trying to put Aegon on the throne post Viserys.
Mm-hmm.
Which, in this episode, as you can see, they're both like, Rhaenyra is the rightful heir. She's gonna take over your throne. Don't listen to these other people. They're just trying to steal your power. Blah, 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 blah. That is not how that happened. They are both very power hungry to get their
Even
family.
Alicent?
Yes.
That's crazy, because like in the show, Alicent is very much a product of her father.
Yeah.
And like she transforms into that. Like I definitely don't think she started out like that. And if it wasn't for Otto's influence, I feel like she would have still been Rhaenyra's friend.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's definitely like a progression and definitely a product of her father.
Yeah. I think they took Alicent's very black and white role in the book of like definitely being a villain, because they even give a little bit of backstory that she was reading stories to the last king and kind of like whispering in his ear on his deathbed.
Okay.
Rumors that she was even sleeping with him as he was dying.
See, it was definitely thrust upon her in the TV show, which it might just be because I watched it first, but like I kind of like better, more complex.
It's much more. Her character is much more complex.
Yeah.
In the show, it was very cut and dry.
I mean, to be fair, I do love a villain that's just a villain.
Yeah.
It's not that complex. But I think in this type of show, I appreciate the complex villain because, like, it's so complicated.
Especially for a female villain in this time period.
So fair.
Because, like, yeah, she could just be evil for the sake of being evil, or she could be evil at the hands of the patriarchy, forcing her to be.
Such a good point, bestie.
And I love it. They gave her an actual character arc. From, like, innocent child, friend of the princess that's just there because she has to be, to being forced by her father, to be friends with the king after his wife died, blah, blah, blah. Otto sucks. And now she's having to take on this role of queen, and she's still trying to be friends with Rhaenyra because she...
Is she, though?
She definitely is.
But, like, I feel like it comes off a little bit more condescending now. And it might just be because of her position.
Maybe
But
I'm
I
getting
do
too
think...
far ahead of myself. Episode
That's fair.
4 is where she's really, like, where they have their sit down.
I guess, yeah.
I think for a long time, she was, in the show, she was still trying to be friends with her and be on good terms with her. until spoilers for episode 4. Rhaenyra lied about her and Daemon.
When I went into this, I thought it was going to be this episode. I was like, oh,
it's episode 4.
It's the next one.
It's the next one. I can't wait.
You can't wait
for that reaction.
Okay.
Specifically. Because I know, and I knew going into episode 4 when we watched it for the first time what was going to happen. So the whole time, if you're watching the video, the whole time I'm sitting on my couch and I'm just like side-eyeing her.
And I was just watching the TV.
And I was like, waiting. Because I
wasn't expecting it at all.
No.
Well, here's the thing.
And she also has a real problem with incest. A real big problem with it.
I mean, are there people who don't?
The Daemon and Rhaenyra shippers don't.
You're fucked up. If you were like that, you're fucked up. First of all, she's a fucking child. It's her uncle. Fuck.
But also the chemistry Daemon had.
Fuck off, they did. Fuck off. But they shouldn't have.
They shouldn't have.
Oh, but it's funny because I chalked it up to Millie just having chemistry with everyone she interacts with.
Which she does.
Because her and Allison, I thought they were going to be together. First of all, I didn't know anything about the book before, okay? Like, nothing. It was all new to me. P.S. It ended up being kind of confusing for me since I didn't know the books. But
that's okay.
I would say we had a recap after every episode, her explaining to me what was going on.
Or we would pause for 30 minutes in the middle of an episode
yes.
for me to explain all the context.
Yes. But like, sorry, quick microchip check. But I had talked about before, I think during their first scene together, I was like, am I getting vibes? And then I remembered, like, her and Allison. I was like, they're also getting vibes. I think it's just Millie's acting and that she has chemistry with everyone. So when they started we're on episode 4. We're just doing episode 4 recap now.
At this point. Yeah.
But, like, when that started happening, I was like, so I wasn't wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
This makes a lot more sense.
Definitely just has chemistry with everyone that she shares a scene with.
She just has those eyebrows. I think it's just the eyebrows. I mean, and her voice.
Fair. Amelia also has, like, the eyebrows to have chemistry with everyone. So, fair enough.
Yeah. I also did want to talk about how this is such a dog-heavy episode.
It was, yeah.
The pugs, the Irish wolfhounds, the mastiffs. Like, what the hell?
I really
appreciate it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're such dog people.
Yeah.
I'm a vet student and used to work at a doggy daycare.
And I still work at doggy daycare.
I was saying, we met at doggy daycare.
Yeah.
Dogs are a big part of our lives, so it was really fun to watch this episode.
I own an entire business dedicated to watching dogs.
Literally.
So,
literally.
Dog-heavy episodes, my eyes are peeled.
My eyes are peeled. It was like they were also saying it was such an animal-heavy episode, like the deer and the boar and the white stag. It was pretty cool. I liked it.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the Blue Man Group?
Yes, the Blue Man Group. So, if you get a chance, please go watch. What is it called? The Sorry, she just checked where I was versus where she was in her drink. She's behind.
I gotta catch up. It's The House That Dragons Built.
The House That Dragons Built. Please watch this episode specifically because they show the footage of these people in blue skin suits acting like boars and deers, and it's deer. My bad. And it was really funny.
Face masks and everything, like
yeah.
full ski mask, blue suits.
Yeah, it's like,
so
do you remember this? Ooh. Sorry, I just got a new piercing today, and I just hit it a little bit, and it wasn't pleasant. It wasn't that bad, but it's burning now. But anyway, sorry, what was I talking about?
Blue Man Group.
Blue Man Group. Yes. So imagine like those, those like, blue morph suit. That's what it's called. The morph suits. Yeah, it was really funny. Also, I didn't know this, but they so they filmed on the beach of the Stepstones in an earlier episode.
Yes.
But then when they were trying to plan the battle, the guy who was in charge of it was like, I don't think we can film this whole battle on this beach, like on the actual beach, because of like the tides and the weather and stuff.
Yeah.
So they recreated that beach on a backlot. So they were calling it the Battle of the Backlot, which I thought was really funny.
It was really funny at the time.
Yeah.
Also, the discovery of both of us having watched Saltburn and taking like 20 minutes to realize that Amond was in that movie was also really funny.
Yeah. I watched Saltburn like a couple weeks ago, and she was like messaging me as she was watching Saltburn. It was really funny.
Man, that was a movie.
That was a movie.
A lot of things or no things to say about it, honestly. And I can't decide if it's a lot or none.
My friend Raven flew down from DC the other day, and I made her watch Saltburn.
We would not be friends anymore.
I told her, I was like, because she had to watch like the first half, like before they even went to Saltburn.
Yeah. Like
it was literally still just at the university. Yeah, I'm sorry, that was horrible.
No, it was half a sentence. You're good.
We were talking about earlier how I'm only good at accents for half a sentence and then I completely lose it.
So if it's just half a sentence that she's saying in the accent, okay. At the university.
At the university. But anyways, so she hadn't gotten to any of the weird shit yet, and I made her finish it because she wanted to. Okay, I didn't force her, but I kind of did. I was like, let's watch Saltburn. I'm telling you, it's weird, but like, I think you should watch it. And she was screaming all the time. It's so funny.
I can't even tell you which part of it was worse. It wasn't the grave scene. The grave scene was not the worst.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
What was worse?
I think the tub scene.
That's fair. Licking, okay, if it was just slurping, that's fine. But like licking inside the drain was honestly worse. You're right.
Yeah, that was like a visceral reaction. I was gagging. I'm vacuuming my child's room, watching this movie going, it was so bad.
What was the other bad one?
The vampire scene.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't that bad.
That one was okay.
That's fine. I feel like that's not like a normal thing, but like it's like done.
Yeah.
I'd say it's normal.
It's fine.
Yeah.
To each their own.
Getting blood everywhere is kind of weird, but like...
Yeah, like making a thing of it is kind of weird.
Saying you're a vampire is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also out in the open.
Yeah. How did this turn into a Saltburn episode?
I don't know. Should we have Saltburn podcast?
Oh, because...
Oh, amen. Oh, yeah, amen.
Yeah.
We were also talking about earlier how we can't wait for season 2 to come out so more Aemon Targaryen thirst trap videos could come back on TikTok. I
can't wait. I'm legitimately so excited. Because he's going to have a weapon.
I just remembered the one where he like slammed on the table. I gotta find that one after this episode.
Did we send it to each other or did we just find it?
Huh?
Did we send that one to each other or did we just find it naturally on our own?
I don't remember.
I don't know either.
So funny.
I can't wait for the Aemon thirst traps and the Daemon thirst traps.
Mm-hmm.
They're both gonna be so
good. Do we have anything else to talk about?
For this episode? Not really.
I just kind of want to give a shout out to all the TV producers and every little thing.
Every crew member.
There's just so many details and they have to spend so many hours on like one shot.
Yeah.
Like, it's incredible. Like, I love watching behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So good. Like, it's crazy the amount of work and money, to be honest, that goes into shit like this.
The crafting time, the painting time, the set design time,
the designing part, like the figuring out what to put on each person, the stunt coordinators. Like, we watched a scene where they said action and then all the extras that were in the battle scene just started doing something, like
literally like a couple hundred people.
A couple hundred. Like, they said, like, one of the scenes had over 12,000 extras.
Yeah, that was the hunt scene.
That was the hunt scene, but still, they all have to be doing something.
They
but,
had
like,
to dress 12,000 people over the course of that shoot.
Insane. Absolutely insane. And then, so during the battle scene...
Am I insane for wanting to do that for a living?
No! That sounds cool as hell. That sounds... I could totally see you in TV and movie production.
I want to.
I did not know this. We'll talk about it later, but yes.
Okay.
Oh, and I'll come on with you, because fuck it.
That
sounds
we'll
so fun.
shelve that
Okay.
for when we're done.
I'm so excited. Okay.
Screenshot that.
Shit, fuck. Well, anyways, like, they all started doing something, and I asked her, I was like, do you think, like, the stunt coordinator has to, like, talk to each individual person to figure out what they're doing? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, you have to talk to everybody to keep everybody safe. Everybody is in their own sequence. Like, they're filming their own scene individually. In order to keep everybody safe with all of their props, everybody has to have a certain sequence of events happening.
That's amazing.
And how that interacts with everybody else is like a big overarching thing. But, yeah.
That's amazing. That's so impressive. Especially, like, big TV shows like this. Like, each episode is like its own little movie.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm
so impressed.
There's so much that goes into this.
Absolutely. Okay, do you have any more thoughts?
I don't think so. I think we talked about as long about Saltburn as we did anything else.
No, we didn't.
I mean, kind of. I knew this was going to be a short one, though, because this episode doesn't really do a lot except give kind of relationships more.
Mm-hmm. I will say, I don't think I was as confused as other episodes, and it was a really good episode.
Yeah. Because like I said, this was basically fan fiction. They just made this episode up.
Nice.
But it gave a little bit of context to, like, the relationships and how they're happening and progressing.
Mm-hmm.
And so...
What did it skip to? Like, from the book, like, what parts did it skip to? Like, what wasn't in the book? Or what was in the book, I guess?
We go, as far as I can remember, and I literally pulled this off my shelf a couple hours ago and looked at it.
Fair.
We go from Viserys announcing his marriage to Alicent, getting married to Alicent, to her having the baby, to...
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we saw that.
I think it skips to, like, Queen Alicent had this baby in this year, and then the following year had this baby, blah, 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 whatever.
Wow. Do you know what it reminds me of? We can cut this out, but it reminds me of, like, the Bible. Like, there was a time in my childhood where I wanted to read the whole Bible.
I love that.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm in a Baptist church anyways.
It's not your fault.
Southern Baptist, it was not my fault. But they were like, there was a, like, at the beginning, there was this whole chapter where it was like, John was the son of Mark. Mark was the son of Harold. Harold was the son of blah. It just reminds me of that.
George does that. Yeah.
You're reading
Fuck
a
you,
Bible.
George.
Fuck you, George. You wrote a Bible.
Yeah. Basically, for a made-up world.
And honestly, sickening.
Praise to you for being able to do it, but good lord.
Good lord.
Why? And then it skips to, like, a tournament where Alicent wears her signature green dress, and Rhaenyra wears her signature red and black dress.
Fun.
So then they have their factions, the greens and the blacks. Daemon shows up at that tournament, hands over his crown, and then, like, the events of episode 4 kind of happen.
Interesting.
It's like he hands over the crown, and then he's in King's Landing for
Do
a
they
while.
mention stepstones at all?
They do, but it's interspersed differently than it is in the episodes.
Okay. Fair.
So
I really liked this episode.
I was okay with it.
Okay.
I mean, it's not.
I just like a
super
battle
heavy.
scene. I just have a battle scene. I like a battle scene.
That's fair.
And I wasn't confused.
It wasn't super heavy.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of mediocre for me.
Fair.
But I'm fine with it. Like, it gives context.
Yeah.
And that's,
I
you know
love
what?
context. I love context.
I wish there was more context.
Fucking literally.
Stop with the time jumps. Give me more context, please, for the love of God.
Especially, like, if you don't know the books. I just remember, like we were saying earlier, I I would have absolutely no idea what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
Also, I love Laner. I mean, sweet baby angel.
Yeah.
We'll get to more to him in the next
And
episode.
Joffrey. Not Game of Thrones
Okay,
Joffrey.
you confused me. I'm sorry.
Not Game of Thrones Joffrey.
I
Little
know.
Joffrey.
I know you're talking about that.
Took a minute though.
Sweet baby angel.
Sweet baby angel. Was he antagonizing? Yes, but like, fine. Kristen and your fragile ego. Whatever. We'll get there.
God. Fuck Kristen.
Fuck Kristen. Krispy Kreme.
Yes, sir.
We'll get there eventually.
We'll get there eventually. I mean, we kind of did talk a little bit about episode 4, but we'll get back into it next week.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, we will.
It's gonna be so funny, y'all. She's gonna hate every second of it, and I'm gonna eat it up.
Again. Okay. That being said, goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, now it's reading. Fucking great. Yeah, your breathing is gonna be all we can hear, asthmatic.
This works.
Okay.
This is so funny. Why haven't we done this in the before?
I don't know.
Oh. I'm Margo.
And I'm Sierra.
This is Fire
And Blood.
and Booze. Well, I thought this was going to be our first episode without booze because we partied real hard last night and it's 3:30 p.m. But then Sierra just pulls these out.
It's Fire and Blood and Booze, okay?
I guess so. Okay, cheers. Cheers.
Hated every second of that.
It was actually quite delicious.
It is delicious.
It
I
is.
still hated every second of it.
Western Sun watermelon vodka.
Yeah.
And it's so good. It's literally juice.
It's also 3:30 on a Tuesday.
After, yeah, we went a little hard last night.
We went a little hard for a long time.
A long time, yeah. We like played a drinking game and what else?
We played multiple drinking games.
Oh yeah, we did.
Then we watched some Game of Thrones season 7.
Nice.
We had a lot of snacks.
We had a lot of snacks. A lot of snacks. Oh, also, that's why we're also couch casting today. We are on the couch and we are leisuring.
It's a cozy cast.
It's a cozy cast. I like it.
I'm so sorry. You're getting half effort.
Half effort, and you're gonna love it still, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And you hear Tiny Dog over here breathing.
He's a little asthmatic.
I'm sorry. What are we doing today, Sierra?
Today, we are going over our notes for our House of the Dragon Season 1, Episode 4 rewatch.
Woo, woo, woo. We just rewatched it. This is probably the freshest
We've ever been.
recap. This is the freshest memory. I won't say
Yeah.
this is the freshest we've ever been.
No.
Yeah, sorry for any low energy today.
Yeah, it's a casual episode.
It's a cozy cast. We're cozies.
We're cozies. The dogs are cozy. We're cozy. As usual with our recaps, we're going to be doing MVPs, our favorite line, our favorite scene, and some behind the scenes
Yes.
info, fun facts for you.
I'm gonna start off with a brief summary.
Sure.
Yeah, so Damon comes back from
The Stepstones.
Stepstones and pledges his allegiance to his brother again, so he's no longer exiled, I guess?
For a very brief moment.
For a very brief moment. Rhaenyra, or he takes Rhaenyra out on the town. This is the episode where everyone fucking freaked the fuck out. I did, at least.
She did.
We'll discuss it, I guess. I think we honestly discussed it in the last episode.
Possibly.
I think we a little bit, but I can further hone in on the point that that is really gross, and I hated every second of it.
Carry on with the recap, and then I'll get back to that.
Oh yeah.
I'll circle back.
And then Alicent's father finds out, tells the king. Alicent overhears, so she confronts Rhaenyra about it, and just this whole big thing. What else happened in this?
Viserys confronts Daemon about it.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good one too.
Rhaenyra kind of confronts Viserys about it.
Yeah.
And Otto is dismissed as Hand of the King.
Yes. And then, of course, the Rhaenyra is still looking for her who to be wed with.
Sure.
Should I start that sentence over?
Nah, we're rolling with it. Who to be wed with?
Who to be wed with. And in the end, because of all this, Viserys is like, you're gonna be with Sir Laenor, so.
Yeah. Trying to give her chances to choose for herself, and she fucked it up every time.
Every time. Anything else happen? Oh, she
And Daemon's exiled again.
Daemon's exiled again.
So there's that.
Okay, we're gonna start with MVP?
Sure.
Okay, what you got?
I have Rhaenyra.
Why Rhaenyra?
I have had her once before, and I try not to double up. This is kind of a small cast compared to Game of Thrones, so it's hard to not double up.
Yeah.
Especially when there's only like 4 main players.
Yeah.
But Girly Pop started the episode with a line of suitors out the door, and she said, nah, I don't want none of y'all. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Sailed her little happy ass right back to King's Landing. Went out on the town with her uncle. Went and got fucked by Kristen Cole. Went and lied to her best friend. Went and lied to her father. And got the Hand of the King dismissed in one episode.
No, she definitely she definitely did what she wanted in this episode.
She lost a little too close to the sun.
Good for her, but I'm like, ew, her choices are icky sometimes.
Yeah.
So she's not my MVP.
Very questionable.
Oh my god.
No.
They love each other.
Now. But I think she really girl bossed her way through this episode.
She did girl boss.
She girl bossed, gate kept, and gaslit
her
way through this episode.
I don't know about girl boss. She definitely gate kept and definitely gaslit.
Definitely gaslit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she did what she wanted, and she got what she wanted. That was a big sigh, a little bubble.
Big sigh. I was trying to save y'all from it. So my MVP is Viserys.
Odd choice, but explain.
He also kind of girl bossed in this episode. Like, he saw a lot. Okay, hold on. Things are happening. So he kind of girl bossed in this episode as well. He was so sassy in this episode.
He was very sassy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a lot more kingly, like, but like the sassy king than he's been up to date. I feel like he's like finally making choices and making sure things get done. So like he confronts Rhaenyra about everything, and he's like, bad daughter, you're going to marry who I want you to marry. And then he kicks Daemon while he's on the ground. So that was a really good scene. I really liked that scene. He was very sassy. When he wants to be, he can be assertive and sassy.
Libra energy.
He's so Libra. And then
I don't know if Westeros has October birthdays, but if they did, it would be him.
And then at the end, when he fired Otto, his whole speech was just really cool. So I think he's the MVP of the episode.
I can fucks with that. He can't really get it for much of any other time he's on screen.
Yeah.
But this episode and one of the later ones.
I agree.
I'm saving him for the later one.
See, I don't care about doubling up.
Fair. Obviously, I don't either, but...
It's kind of funny that we didn't even know each other's
That's so
MVPs,
funny.
and we're holding our respective MVP characters.
Yeah, so we clipped our microphones onto a couple of my Funko Pops today, just for better audio purposes. And I just happened to grab Rhaenyra and clipped my mic to her headpiece, and she grabbed Viserys and clipped her mic to his crown.
Subconscious.
Wow, Libra energy.
Libra energy. Okay, what's next?
You want to do favorite line?
Yeah, let's do favorite line.
You go first.
Yeah, mine's not that good. There was a lot of good lines. None of them like really registered with me. They're like the whole fear thing with Damon. That was a really good line. But my favorite line is when Otto is trying to tell Viserys about Damon and Rhaenyra being in a pleasure house together, and Otto's being this like pricky, like
he's trying to be subtle,
so vague and subtle, and then Viserys finally is like, "My dude, please." And I think he says something along the lines of, "Put it to me plainly." And I thought that was funny. The start of sassy Viserys, so that's my favorite line of the
Put it to me plainly.
Put it to me plainly, yep. There was a little bit before that I was like, you came to tell me something, and now you're not telling me things. Put it to me plainly. I couldn't find the exact quote online, so I just did a little paraphrasing of it.
Fair enough. Mine's icky. But I've seen it in a lot of TikTok edits, and it's when I offered up my crown, you said I could have anything, and I want Rhaenyra.
Why is that?
Because he's in a lot of TikTok edits, and they make them so cute. I'm so sorry.
No
She's so disappointed in me.
I can't stand it.
I told you it was icky, okay?
I can't stand their relationship. I can't stand people actually ship them if you're one of them.
That was so close to the mic.
I know, I'm sorry.
Can't wait to listen back to that.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I don't like their relationship. Wait, say what you said during it about how Millie can be.
Oh, Millie Alcock is able to have chemistry with a wall. That girl is just, I don't even know. Like, she could share lines with an inanimate object and have chemistry with it. And I would be like, fuck it, Dusty.
Yeah, literally.
I don't think he's texting our group chat right now.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Aw.
My husband is texting our group chat, even though he knows we're recording.
Does he? What's he saying?
Oh, never mind.
Oh, that's not our group chat.
No, that's us and Kenzie's.
That's
what I thought it said the Krusty Scabs though.
Oh no, that's our
group chat
that's
name.
our group chat names.
It's
comes
something.
from getting new tattoos, I think.
Yeah.
Krusty Scabs.
Yeah.
Oh, did it go back?
No, I did not.
It's okay.
It's fine.
What next?
Favorite scene? I'll go first.
Oh wait, you want to talk about more about Rhaenyra and Damon at all? Oh, when do we want to talk about why he stopped?
We'll get to that after we go through our lists.
Okay.
Because I have a couple more things up here to talk about.
Okay.
My favorite scene was Rhaenyra turning the tides on Viserys, accusing her of something. Like, he pulls her into his suite and is like pointing the finger at her, trying to, be tough dad, tough king on her. And she's like, I'll do what you say if you do what I want.
Nice.
And he does.
And he does.
She really turned that around on him.
Yeah, she really did.
She turned it around on Alicent too.
Well, that's a really good transition into my favorite scene, is when Alicent goes to confront her and just Rhaenyra puts on this amazing performance. It's so funny.
It's so funny. And she's like tearing up and everything.
She's tearing up. She does such a good job with it too that Alicent even was like, I believe her.
Yeah.
I believe her. And it's just so funny. She believes her over her own father.
Yeah.
She did that good of a job. That was my favorite scene. It was really funny. And it kind of I think it shows how Rhaenyra is and kind of showcases her personality a little bit. She wants to get what she wants.
She got very manipulative in this episode.
Yeah, she did.
I think it's really funny that Alicent said to Viserys, it's not in Rhaenyra's nature to be deceitful.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good transition.
Very nice transition. We're really working with the Libra energy today.
Oh my god, these past 2 days.
I know.
Crazy Libra energy.
And it's March.
It's March.
It's not even our season.
It's because we're surrounded by Pisces.
Yeah.
We're feeding off of their energy.
Yeah. Do you want to do behind the scenes and then I'll get into my list of things to talk about?
Yeah, for sure. Well, speaking of the scene where Alicent is confronting Rhaenyra. It's in front of the wormwood tree. And no, what was it? Weirwood. That's fine. Let me start that over. They're standing in front of the weirwood tree. And in the behind the scenes, first of all, they had sculptures to create this tree, and it's sick as hell. But the face in it is the director's.
Miguel Sapochnik.
Thank you. Mother's face.
That's so funny.
It is really funny. Like, just adding in those details is hilarious. They built that whole ship in the beginning. When we were watching the behind the scenes, I was like, how much money do these people have that they're like, oh, we need this 1 minute scene? Yeah, let's build a whole ass ship.
We'll cut in later, but after this episode, we'll Google the budget per episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that
I'm sure it's over like 100 million.
Probably.
It's gotta be.
That's a lot of money.
I'll say, what's your guess?
I'll say 280 million.
280 million? That's a lot.
That's a lot
That's
of
a lot of money.
Per episode. Damn.
What else from the behind the scenes? Oh, they rented out this whole ass, tiny Spanish town. Literally asked them to turn off all electrical lights. Got permission of everyone in the town to film outside of their door.
Yeah. It's a very small town, to be fair.
It's a very small town, but still they took over this little city, and it was really cute.
But they also used them as extras.
They did. That was really cute.
So give and take.
Yeah, just the behind the scenes still just floors me and impresses me.
So fair. Every episode too. Every time we turn on an episode of The House That Dragons Built is the behind the scenes show. Every time we turn on an episode, she's floored. It's so good.
Oh my god, it's so cool. They do such cool things.
They do.
Very cool things. Okay, what you got?
First up was Rhaenyra's first dress. Her little off-the-shoulder number.
That was cute.
So pretty.
That was really, really cute. So that's when she was in the suitors room.
Yeah.
Where everyone's trying to wed the queen or wed the princess.
Yeah.
That was really, really pretty. Yeah, it's like the open sleeves.
Yeah. It's a really beautiful dress.
Well, talking about that scene as well, this is another thing from behind the scene. I was so stressed during that. Everyone was being so mean to everyone. Especially the little kid who was forced to do this. Doesn't want to be. And this is a little kid. Everyone was being super mean to him.
Yeah.
And then he challenges his bully to a duel and wins. But that whole scene, I thought he was gonna die. It stressed me out so much, that whole entire scene, even before they started the challenge. And then in the behind the scenes, they were like, we need some levity in this show full of turmoil. I'm like, that is their version of levity?
Levity is just casual murder. I guess.
That's so funny. I was like, no, I was like, who's laughing at this? I was stressed.
She was really stressed. I also have our question of, was Daemon genuine when offering up his crown and his allegiance to Viserys?
So I actually don't think so. What do you think?
I think at the moment he was. I don't think it lasted long, but he has very little sibling energy, and he just wants his big brother to like him, and he doesn't. No.
I think there is a little part of Daemon that really wants his brother's approval, but I think it is overpowered by his want for power.
Do you think it's a want for power or a want for attention?
Both, because I think it's a want for attention, but I think he thinks power is gonna get him that.
Fair.
And he also just likes to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, but I also think for attention.
Yeah, true. True. I do think there is a little part of him that wants his brother's approval and this is his brother. But I don't think he did any of that because of it. I think it was part of his grand scheme of getting into good graces with the king again, and
it was
probably getting at Rhaenyra, because I think the whole reason why he came back was for Rhaenyra, because that was kind of his main focus for the episode.
See, I think it was just to get back in the good graces of the crown, and then it just so happened that she approached him in the garden, and he saw an opportunity.
You think?
I don't think he traveled back from the Stepstones War to find his niece that he hasn't seen in half a decade. To fuck her at a pleasure house.
I think he did. And I think I have some evidence. At the end, he was like, when he was like on the floor hungover while Viserys is like kicking him, he's like, I just want Rhaenyra, that's what I want.
Hungover Daemon is kind of how we feel right now, to be honest.
Yes, so true.
Yeah.
So true. But what do you think about, like, I think it was a big reason, maybe not the only reason, the sole reason, but I think it was a big reason why he came back.
I think he's an opportunist.
Interesting.
I also liked the juxtaposition. We kind of had a similar juxtaposition in episode 1 that we liked as well, and it's between Alicent and Viserys being very uncomfortable in their intimate scenes, whereas it flips between Alicent's like dead eyes as Viserys is on top of her to Rhaenyra and Kristen being very sweet and careful with each other.
I think, wasn't it juxtaposed to
it was
Daemon and Rhaenyra?
Yeah. Ooh, that's
it's still very different and very juxtaposition-y.
It's still very different.
Yeah.
I even changed it because I had it written down as Cole and then I crossed it out and wrote Daemon, and I still said it wrong. It's fine.
It's okay. But no, that I did notice that. I thought it was, because another part of, I almost made Alicent the MVP, because you kind of see, like, even though she becomes a little bitch later, you can truly see the prison she is in, because she doesn't have friends. She's only doing queenly duties, and like she only acts how she thinks other people expect of her. She never does anything she wants. Like, she's talking about like the tapestries and
poor girl.
Maybe that was like the one thing that she was interested in and it got completely shut down.
Yeah.
Poor girl.
I actually kind of have a lot to say on Alicent now that you bring it up. This episode is the turning point for her character, because she starts off as very shunned, and she's telling Rhaenyra how she doesn't have any friends, and she's glad that Rhaenyra's back, and she believes her when she denies the accusations. And because she believes her friend who is lying to her, the only person that she is related to that is the only person she has is her father at court. And because she believed Rhaenyra's lies, he got sent away. And so she really, truly doesn't have anyone.
Yeah, that's such a good point. I didn't even think about it like that. Because like after this, she becomes the Alicent we all know and love.
Yeah. So this was really like the turning point for her character.
Yeah, that's such a good point.
Because she believed Rhaenyra and her bullshit. And because she did, and because she told Viserys that she believes Rhaenyra, Viserys listened to Rhaenyra and kicked Otto out. Which is the only person she had left.
Yeah. What was my original point? Oh, because, yeah, it was like the difference between Alicent in that scene with Viserys on top of her, very much imprisoned. Literally, I have some filmmaking catches. It was very static. She was not moving, and it's literally how she feels. And then with Rhaenyra and Daemon, that was juxtaposed to Alicent and Viserys. It was very fluid. It was very freeing, and like they were moving a lot.
Yeah.
So like it kind of shows how Alicent is stuck and Rhaenyra is more free.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Overall, I hate the episode. It's very uncomfortable for a lot of it.
We joked. We joked for favorite line. We watched it with subtitles on. And we joked that our favorite line is just heavy breathing because it was said so much in the subtitles.
Minimal lines, lots of heavy breathing.
And then there was like a 20-minute montage of them taking all of Kristen Cole's armor off. Like,
that man's in so many layers. He's so uncomfortable.
I was like, and it took forever. Like, how do these people ever have the energy to actually do it? Like,
the mood is gone.
the mood is gone. Oh my god.
By the time that man's undressed.
Even her, like, she had to like unstitch her shoes. Like, they were like up to the knee, laced up. I was like, dang.
It takes forever.
So much. What else you said?
That was all I had. That was all of my notes for this episode.
I think that was all my thoughts too.
Sick. So next week we'll be back with our episode 5 recap.
Yeah.
I can't wait because after this episode we get to the big time skip.
Ooh.
Which will be a lot.
A lot. And I will be probably just as confused as I was the first time I watched it.
Probably. And we'll probably be in separate locations. We'll see. We're still working on our long distance.
But yeah, well, thanks for letting us do this low effort couch cozy cast.
Yeah. Please be gracious. We're so tired. We could be napping right now, but we're making content.
We're making content. Okay. Have fun.
Bye.